Where the wind blew off a shingle, the house began to howl. We were composed. At the same time, these events disturbed us as the house cried a meaning inseparable from its absence. Philosophers concurred. The long habit of living indisposes us to dying. These thoughts fall apart when you think them. Every hunting, hungering lover is half a knucklebone, the mouth its first darkness. If you listen closely, you can hear termites beating heads against the floor in the dark, sand falling on paper, an orchestra of trapdoors. Nearby, the sleeping brain unmonitored, exhausted history. You can hear the ocean's second sound. Below, we stroke linen sheets and dream. The refrigerator bows, gives milk. The soul is eternal, haven't you heard? Wouldn't you like to grasp why it is that falling in love and coming to know make you feel genuinely joy's rim? One definition of holiness places us in the absolute, wedged into sand, spread on the floor where we passed last night, trace of all that withdraws and remains. Enough, the street was a blank sheet rolling through the Remington, product of tidying up the room. Did you sleep well? Did you go to the movies? That's what all streets are, scribbled narratives of the workday's end, swallowed blight. When there is nothing to say, the light, disappearance exists. The empire is eternal. Eternal are the streets. Think of an avenue, something less than sorrow, or your love's eyes, nothing like your own, proceeding X miles per minute across a mirror. The water evaporates, and only a gaze remains. Listen to the pages turning. A tree on the grassy pivot of another surface. There's a hole in the beam. The book we're all writing is the fabrication of parallel models which never meet. In teeth of the typewriter, clouds plummeting, couch floating on the carpet, your fingers blowing kisses to the legs. Your fingers blowing photographs above my desk, out from here. Nothing's happened. There are no examples. So far, traced by the elm tree. Through the window, I see the leaf. You are the elm worn on a finger. Here, the window scratched to me. The door bends in front of a field. The door is the stutter, is why. A finite universe, perverse looking glass. So disposed, the drops suspend at the tip of each leaf, give off ache to be tucked in new life. The leaf's vein of stem inside each vein in me scrapes the window at my desk, and I don't want it. To want is to scrape away time. Here, you have the focus of anxiety, of alchemy, as where the shadow sees just how to live. It hovers underneath the feeding swallow, black on the grassy pivot of another minor surface. Some of the worst things in your life never happen. Some of the worst things in your life. This is just an idea and does not occupy space. As with history, you must admit oranges were rare and made important gifts, just as you may soon find in your desk. Turn the desk around, milky alpha. The law of love is associated with any. An orange rolls in a drawer's socket, a universe flying away from its center. Could be anywhere. Cross-section of an eyeball from which nothing is released, killed. To believe history, we account for meaning, fleeing meaning, a piece of paper cannot spell. Cables have already been laid to happiness past in its logistic lines. East is no single point, irredeemable, beloved. You give your word, and it returns your mouth. To want is to collapse into a gallery of waves, as meanwhile the holy dread goes on driving. From between your teeth, the names are pouring.